This is a special inner guide video that is dedicated to the little daughter who had asked a question from us. She had mentioned in her comment that she has a big problem with laziness and also her exams are near, so she is in a big stress. And also she said that she no longer finds a value in her life. I think most of us have these kinds of questions. Okay, let's start with the first question. She had said that she has a big problem with laziness and sleepiness. I know that getting up early in the morning and sitting for studying and doing the studies is a little bit of a hard thing to do when you are a student especially. First of all, let me introduce you to the inspiring words of the Supreme Buddha. Supreme Buddha said, Sukharani Asad. It is very easy to do evil things, the things that bring the unhappiness or the suffering or the regret to our life. Supreme Buddha said, Yang, if there is something that brings us happiness to our life, if there is something that makes us proud about ourselves, doing such things is a really, really hard thing. So getting up early in the morning and sitting for studying studies is a hard thing to do. Why? Because if you do that, it brings happiness to your life, right? Studying, educating yourself brings happiness to your life. So most of the people, they find it hard to get up early in the morning. Now we all like that fluffy and comfy and warm feeling that we feel on the bed in the morning. So when you open your eyes in the morning, your mind says, just stay another 5 minutes. And that's the point that you are making the mistake. Your mind, you listen to your mind, you listen to what your mind says. When your mind says, just take another 5 minutes more, it's okay, it's not a problem, that is where you make the mistake. And that 5 minutes will last long for another hour. And when you get up after an hour, you start your mind, the same mind that told you to stay on the bed for 5 minutes will complain to you. You are not studying. It will say that you are going to fail the exams. That is how our mind lies to us. That is how our mind tricks us. So when you get up in the morning, when you open your eyes in the morning, right when your mind says to stay on the bed for another 5 more minutes, do not listen to that. Do not listen to that lie. Get up and refresh yourself and start studying early in the morning. There's a great quote that I remember at all times, even in my life when I'm going through hard times. I remember this quote. It says, it is a wonderful quote. It says, if you do what is easy today, your life will be hard tomorrow. Let me repeat that again. If you do what is easy today, your life will be hard tomorrow. But if you do what is hard today, your life will be easy tomorrow. So getting up early in the morning is hard. It is a hard thing. But if you do that hard thing, remember, your life will be easy. But if you stay in bed for another 5 minutes doing what is easy, your life will be hard tomorrow. So get up early in the morning. Do you know how long you're going to feel the hardship of getting up early in the morning? Do you know for how many days that you are going to find it very hard to get up in the morning? Only for 3 weeks. If you get up early in the morning and start studying in the morning for 3 weeks, remember, for only 3 weeks, it will make a habit in your life. And after that 3 weeks, you will never find it hard. It will become a habit. You won't want to think about it again and again. It will become a day-to-day practice. So do that, although you feel it's hard for 3 weeks and see the result. That is the answer for the first question. And let's go for the second question. She had mentioned that her exams are near, so she's stressed and she's unfocused. Her mind is clumsy. So what is the answer for this? Remember, now when the exams are near, it is the normal nature that we feel frustrated, distracted, unfocused, and clumsy. That is the normal nature, right? So I need you to do one thing. This is a special thing to do when the exams are near. Focus on one thing at a time to study. Focus on a single thing at a time to study. Study for 20 minutes. When you're studying, just forget all the other things that you have to study. Now, normally when we start to study, we find that there are so many things that we have to study in a short time. Now, the more you remember these things, the more your mind will regret, the more your mind will start to become clumsy. So I need you to do this thing when you are studying. Just forget about all the other things that you have to study. Just think, now I have to study only this thing. That's nothing that you have to study more. Just focus on that and study for maybe 20 minutes and take a break for 5 minutes. This is called the Pomodoro technique. I think it is well known. So study for 20 minutes, well focused, and give yourself a little bit of a break for 5 minutes, and start studying again and focus on the special points in your studies. Now when the exams are near, if you haven't studied, right, so I think I know you are regretting in your mind. So if you didn't make it through the exam, I'm using the word if, right, if you did not make it through your exams, I need you to do this thing. What is that? Never ever give up studying. At some point in our life, we will lose our balance and we will fall down. We will go through hard situations, right? We will fall down in our life, but get back up and try again. You will fall for the first time, you will fall for the second time, you will fall for the fourth time, fifth time. Even if you fall for the 1,000,000th time, what you have to do is get back up and try again. As humans, we should never give up in our studies and in our success. So if you did not make it through the exams, do not quit your studies. Do not quit your education. Get back up and try again. And one day you will find that you have been successful. And let's go for the third question. She said that she no longer finds a value in her life. Remember, as humans, we are born to this world to add value to our life. When we come to this world, we brought nothing, we had nothing, we knew nothing, but as humans, we have to add value to this life. Study well, start loving others, start loving your parents. And if you cannot study for yourself, if you cannot work for yourself, work for the people who loved you. There are so many people around you who love you, who have dedicated their life on behalf of yourself. They are your parents. Try to bring a smile to your parents' face, saying, "Mom, Dad, I made it. One day you should do this." So if you did not give up, you will be successful one day. But if you quit, if you give up your education, if you give up on your goals, it is very sure you will fail. Therefore, never give up. Work for yourself as well as work for the people who love you most. Bring a smile to their face. The only thing that you have to do in your position as a child, as a student, is to study. You don't want to earn money, you don't want to look after the babies, there's nothing to do. The only thing that you have to do is to study. Do that, but never give up. That is what I have to share in this special video. So I wish the daughter and all of you who have the same questions in your life, may you be well and happy, may you live long, may you live a happy life, and may all of your dreams come true. And may all of you realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddha.